Hi guys, I'm just gonna record a quick video. I'm not even sure if I will post it. So it was my second day of the IOP program that I'm attending. It was a very full day, I will say, not only with the food and everything that I had to eat, but also just the emotions that came up. I don't want to get too much into what I had to eat, but I even told my mom, I was like, yeah, Mom, this was what they gave me for lunch, and she was like, that's a lot. She's like, I wouldn't even be able to eat that. So what's really hard for me, I think, is that, and then on top of that, while I'm eating, people were talking about suicide and negative stuff that's just kind of doesn't make you feel good. And I believe that when I'm eating, I try to, I know this sounds stupid, but I try to think of what my dreams are. So sometimes when I take a bite, I think oh, Italy or Spain or travel. And I try to think of my dreams and my goals and kind of nourish myself with that, if that makes sense. So when people are talking about oh, blah blah blah, which is fine, it's normal conversation, but for me it's it makes it hard, and it makes it not enjoyable, and then I'm thinking I don't know, not necessarily not thinking negative, but and then there's also this factor, for meals you have 30 minutes to eat, and with the amount of food that they give you, it can, I felt rushed all day. And not only just with the meals, but also during groups, I would kind of get going on stuff because I was drawing a lot and writing out a lot of ideas and kind of getting creative. And then the group would end and we'd have to go eat. And then when I got to the table, I was like, well, I'm not ready to eat because I have all these ideas and all these creative things that I want to work on. And if I start eating and focusing on the food, then I'm going to lose sight of all this greatness. So the nurses and the staff were like, Alexis, you need to pick up the pace and everything, and I get it. But so that's kind of my negativity. And then also, I felt pretty sick, to be honest, and kind of slow and lethargic. But I will just have to keep being positive and be grateful and remind myself that the healing process is not an easy one, and if I can, get through this, then maybe I can achieve my dreams that I do write about and draw and think of. I guess what's hard though is losing sight of it, getting too caught up in the negativity or the eating. That's what bothers me the most, is when I'm on a roll with something and then I'm feeling really good, and then it's okay, you gotta eat, and oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna tell you what they gave me for lunch. For breakfast there was quite a lot of food, and then for lunch there was a huge bowl of refried beans, a veggie burger with 2 big pieces of bread, a huge bowl of guacamole with lettuce and stuff, and I would have happily eaten like the veggie burger and the guacamole and the like salad and stuff like that. I think I could have eaten that in 30 minutes and been fine, and then maybe a little later had a little bit more of what they gave me, and then there was like 6 cookies. And I know that that's like the eating disorder that's like, oh my god, there were 6 cookies, and there was a big bowl of refried beans, and there was 2 pieces of bread and stuff like that. I get that. But also my body was kind of like, what the heck are you doing? Like, you are putting a lot of crap in me right now, and mixing it with all these emotions, and doing it in such a short amount of time, and I hate that feeling of being rushed, because then I don't know, then it's like, okay, well, I gotta do this, and I'm like already, like going against things that I believe in, and I'm not trying to complain, just trying to get it out. But I am grateful because I did like get in a lot of like creative stuff. Like I was drawing and writing stuff, and I interacted with the group, and there were many times that I probably like freaked them out because I was like tapping my third eye and like closing my eyes and like humming to myself, because that's kind of what I have to do to like stay calm. So I said to them, I was like, okay guys, like if you get like freaked out by me like humming to myself or whatever, please just tell me. But I'm just trying to keep my own energy and keep my space and stay focused. So yeah. Tomorrow I do not have to go to the program because it's July 4th, which is really nice. I just tried to have a conversation with my dad about, like the length of time that I have to do the program, because I don't have a problem with eating and restoring weight. That's not the problem for me. Like, I would be happy to do it at home. Like, I was having nurses that were coming 3 days a week, and, like, the hospital and the doctor suggested that my mom like help me make meals and kind of like suggest what I eat, and she was like weighing me every morning and making sure that I like take my vitamins and stuff. I'm so much more open to that, and like doing it at home, and having the nurses come and having that support, rather than going to a program and feeling rushed and having people talk about like suicide and stuff at meals, and also I wanna restore and gain weight with foods that I like and that I feel are nourishing. So yeah, like a whole foods, mostly plant-based diet, and I eat like I have like protein powders and stuff, but they are plant-based, and I eat like seeds and all kinds of stuff. So it's not like I just eat like salads. I know that's what a lot of people think, but that stuff feels a lot better to me than eating a huge bowl of refried beans and cookies and bread and stuff like that, because it makes me feel kind of tired, and it makes me sad, and other people might not feel that connection with food, but I personally do. And I guess I need to rewire my brain in thinking like it has nothing to do with the food. So maybe that's my goal. But no, in reality, I'd much rather restore weight at home, working with my family, working with the nurses. And the nurses that were coming said that they no longer can come because I'm going to the program 5 days a week, and it's from 7, which means I have to wake up at like 5 o'clock every day, from 7 to 3, and then it takes like an hour and a half to get home. So I don't get home until like 5 o'clock, and 5 o'clock, is when the nurses are done working. So I know it sounds stupid, but I kind of like enjoyed like having them come, and um, I would rather kind of like work with them individually and work in maybe the comfort, or work in the like kind of safe environment of my home, um, and with my family, because I think that a big part of my healing process and this journey will be working with my family. And like being in this program, it's kind of more like, okay, you're the sick one, you're in the program, you have to do the work, and we're just going to drive you there, stuff like that. So yeah, I just had a conversation with my dad about like how long, I would have to do the program and stuff, and we got off onto many different topics, which is normal with conversations, but a constant thing that he kept saying is, you almost died, and actually that is something that I was reminded of recently. My mom told me recently that there was one doctor who actually wanted to put me on life support, or like a breathing tube, because I know one night my heart stopped, which I had no idea that happened. But there was one doctor who wanted to put me, I guess, like on life support or a breathing tube. I mean, I was on the feeding tube. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here. But I didn't know about the breathing thing. And my parents were like, I don't know about that. And then like a new doctor came in and didn't go with that. But that is true. Like, that is the reality of it, I guess. Like, I did almost die. Have to stay positive. I think the challenge will be, being in the program and kind of having that negativity for that amount of time during the day, and then coming home and keeping the positive mindset. Breathe. There are no mosquitoes. I don't know. I did that when I was younger. There was somebody that had me like sit and in like the woods, and I guess this was kind of the beginning of my like meditation and that type of practice. Say like breathe through it. Like even if a mosquito lands on you, just like let it be there, and if you can breathe through it and stuff, then it won't actually like itch or bother you, which is kind of true. Like, you can definitely train yourself to do that. So, by the way, like, I am a hot mess today. I know I don't really care that much about how I look anymore, but no makeup, just hair thrown up, 90 degrees, sweaty, gross, itching my nose. I guess I just want to be real with everyone. A lot of my life I've worn inches of makeup and spent hours doing my hair and stuff like that, and that's just not who I am anymore, and I don't think that's ever who I was. I do think that, like, some makeup and feeling pretty and stuff like that is good, but not hiding behind a mask, so... I have ADD like no one else. my videos and my conversations and my, I get so off topic, but I guess nobody's telling me that I have to stay on topic. I'm just making this video kind of to be open with people. And for anyone out there that is in recovery that can relate, it's always good to know. And you can do it. That's what I have to keep telling myself. So I'm going to go inside because there are a lot of mosquitoes, and right now I can't breathe through it. And it's also very hot and sticky, and it's like 9 o'clock, and I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. So I I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. I personally don't have any plans. I think it's just another day. But I hope that if you do have plans, you are safe and, yeah, have fun, but be safe and take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. I'm not Ellen DeGeneres, but she has a great message, and that just made me think of that. Ellen DeGeneres is a vegan, too. She'd be like, girl. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, take care of yourself, be true to yourself, align with your body, listen to your body, listen to your gut, love your family, love your loved ones, show them love, and try to express yourself in a positive way. That's something that I had to remind myself of today, which was good that I could get back to like drawing and writing, because that's a positive way to express yourself if you can't express your emotions. So, bye.